Hello there, and welcome to your infusion of hope today. I am Catherine Lang, and I am here to have fun, make friends, and be relentlessly helpful with a little snark involved because snark is fun. And if you don't really enjoy snark, then maybe you've just not experienced it right. You can learn more about me by visiting www.snarkyrainbows.com. Or if you're a little worried about that, you can visit catherinelang.com. Truth is, both will get you to the same place because I'm a little snarky and I'm a little rainbow and I'm a little fun. So there you go. Today, we are talking about uniqueness, and obviously, part of my uniqueness is my snarky rainbows, but it turns out I am not the only one that's unique. You are unique as well. We're all designed to be unique. The odd ones are the ones that are normal or attempting to be normal. Every person on this planet, every person walking, jogging, running, rolling, strolling, whatever, whoever, they are unique. Now, there may be some similarities. There may be some characteristics that are the same. There may be some elements that are identical, but even identical twins are unique people. We are all called to be unique. We each have our own unique habits and interests and quirks and snarkiness. And our focuses, all of our focuses are different. That's why it's so important to understand who you are as a unique person, to understand what it is that makes you you. Because the world is going to try to tell you that you have to be a certain way. The world is going to try to convince you to get into the box that they have determined is right. The world demands conformity and compliance. And when you choose not to be conformist or compliant in their rules, then they're going to label you different things. I've been called not normal. I've been called weird. I've definitely been called peculiar. Ironically, we are all called to be peculiar. We're all called to stand out from what the world says is normal. So why do they want us to conform? One, it's easier. It's easier if everybody does the same thing in the same way at the same time. I remember in middle school, we had a new girl transfer in, and she had green hair. I never got to meet her because the school would not let her attend with her green hair. They wanted her to conform to what they determined was correct because they felt like her green hair would be a disruption to the way the school ran. The petition I started to allow her to come to school probably was a little bit of a disruption as well. But they did not let her in because of her green hair. I knew and still know plenty of people that have what would be considered normal hair. And they were far from normal. And they were definitely disruptive in the way things ran. But the school saw the outside. And often that's what the world sees. The world sees the outside, and the world says conform. And the world is wrong, and so is the school. So now here's your happy thought. There is no such thing as normal. There's no such thing as normal. There is like and there is not like. But neither of those qualities qualify a person as normal or as the same. Because ultimately, even if you have some things that look similar, or I have some things that look similar to you, or if we act similar to each other in some ways, we are still different. I am unique. You are unique. You are designed with unique gifts, talents, abilities, and even quirks. And you're designed that way for a reason and for a purpose. Now in the story, The Little Prince, and if you haven't read The Little Prince, you need to read The Little Prince. The movie's great, but the book is so much better. But in the book, the little prince talks about the flower that's back on his home planet and how unique this flower is. He worships this flower because it's so unique. And when he gets here on Earth, he discovers that the same flower is everywhere, that his little flower is not so unique. But it is, because his flower is his. And because the little prince loves the flower and has tamed the flower is unique to him in all the world. But you're unique also, not just because of who loves you and who has tamed you, and you'll understand that when you read The Little Prince, but you're unique because of the elements that make you up. You are unique in all the world, but you have to dare to live out your uniqueness. So discover your uniqueness, because planted deep inside you is what I call a heart seed, or your purpose seed if you want. It is that unique element that was put into you before time began. But the thing is, the world and the people around us and circumstances and education and, stuff gets on that seed and keeps it from growing up into all it's supposed to be. So you have to clear that stuff out. Now, step one is you have to dare to dream. Think about what you dreamed when you were younger, or even what you dreamed last night. Think about the things that you've always wanted for your life. Those begin to uncover your heart seed. Step two is to ask others. Ask others what they think you're good at, or ask others where you excel, or just ask them what their favorite qualities are about you. And step three is to think about what you love, what really invigorates you, what infuses energy into you when you do it or talk about it, what inspires you to go that extra distance. When you begin to put all of these elements in place, you'll discover that there's a theme that runs through who you are and what you're doing. And when you discover this theme, you begin to uncover that heart seed. And when you uncover that heart seed, the possibilities become endless. When you discover your uniqueness, when you uncover and you harness your why, then you begin to position yourself to live in purpose and on purpose. When you're doing what you're uniquely designed to do, it is so much easier to face the forces of the world that are going to try to convince you that you have to conform. When you are following your unique path, it is easier not to get lost on the rabbit trails that are going to pop up, because there's going to be people, there's going to be things that are going to try to get you to adjust and go a different direction. When you discover your uniqueness, you find a superpower, because being unique is a powerful direction. Judy Garland said, always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of being a second-rate version of someone else. You're not supposed to be someone else, so you will always struggle to be someone else. Shania Twain said that she found the very things that she got criticized for were usually the things that she was doing differently, or that she was doing to be original. Those were the things that were making her successful. And Coco Chanel said, in order to be irreplaceable, you had to always be different. I put it like this: being normal is overrated. And really, in all honesty, there's no such thing as normal. There is box thinking, there is out of the box thinking, and there is, hey, there's a box thinking. I dare you to become a, hey, there's a box kind of thinker. In the end, I'm not you. You're not me. We're each going to have to find our own direction, and we're going to have to be comfortable knowing that we each have our own direction. There is no guidebook. There is no formula for this thing called life. We have to find our own path. We have to discover our own unique way. Dare to be peculiar. Determined to be unique. Demand to live your own extraordinary life. Not stuck in a box, not following the rules they set, but stepping out into all of your possibilities. Several years ago, I began adjusting my own online writing to what all the experts and the gurus told me I was supposed to do. I began adding the tips in a little bit here and a little bit there. And recently I stopped to do a deep dive audit of all the writing I had done in the last 10 years. And what I discovered was that little by little, I had built a box around my writing. And what was so amazing is I had built the box. Now, it was to the specifications they set, but it was my box. Don't settle for box living. Don't let what they say determine how you're going to live. Break down the walls. Be uniquely you. Live the life you were designed to live. Now, I'm here to help you. I'm here to encourage you, to inspire you, to motivate you, to challenge you, and sometimes to annoy you. That's part of my charm. But I tell you this, I will come alongside you in this journey because I know that you have a uniqueness that nobody else can fulfill, and I am ready to watch you soar into all your possibilities. You can email me at coach@catherinelang.com, or you can just leave a comment in the section below, or you can come over to the website. Remember, snarkyrainbows.com or catherinelang.com. You have the ability right now in you to be extraordinary. Make the choice to live it. Until next time, be blessed and be a blessing.